Hey, what's up guys, Jeremy here once again, and today we are taking a look at the Tilta Pyxis cage. It's finally going. I've managed to get my hands on one. I am based in the United Kingdom, just for those who are outside of here. I got mine from Cinegear Pro, and approximately a week later it arrived. As you are aware, I have owned the Blackmagic Pyxis for about 2 months now. What I initially had to do is try and minimize the use of it because I couldn't find a cage suitable for it. I have a few bits and pieces lying around, but because of the spacing between the two holes here, it makes it very difficult to use old bits and pieces to make it work, unless you specifically go and order a NATO reel that's big enough to fit that. Lucky for me, I purchased the original Ursa Mini top handle with the 15mm rod attachment. Again, it is very difficult to get your hands on it. I was fortunate somehow. It just popped up in Wex photos and I had to pick it up straight away. So I picked this up. It is quite on the pricey side for what it does. Having said that, it is very rugged. It's completely made out of metal. It's just the functionality is very limited. So all you can really do here is use 15mm rods. You cannot adapt or put any cold shoe monitors on the top here. You can easily undo the latch and then take it off. Then it becomes a separate unit. But the way they've designed that attachment, it's not universal, so it does not take any cold shoe mount. So if you attach that on its own, you cannot mount a monitor on there unless you go the route with having this attached to it. And when you have that attached to it, then you have to find another way to attach the monitor to the 15mm rods and so on and so forth. It's been a bit cumbersome, but I managed to make it work. This is not going to be useful for me. In fact, I actually do really like the top handle. It's very sturdy and it works very well with the Tilta cage, and I'll show you in a bit. So I do really like this. I do have other top handles, but obviously they're a bit too wide, too long, and so on and so forth. So this being just the perfect size and length with the Pyxis is definitely good for me to keep. So I'll probably end up getting rid of this for those who want to use the EVF. And because you will need to buy this separately if you already have that, or buy the kit together depending on what you're going to use it for. But yeah, I'll definitely get rid of this because this is useless to me right now. So let's get straight to the unboxing and seeing what comes in the box. So this black one here, we'll get to in a bit, is separate. So I purchased this separately and I purchased this separately. So the initial full kit is around £300 to £400 for the full kit, but I just needed the cage, the main cage for that. And when I saw the V-mount adapter, I thought, let me give it a try and see if it's something for me, because I have seen bits and pieces, pictures here and there, and it looks quite long. And in fact, it is long. We'll get to that in a bit, but it's definitely not my favorite. So we're going to quickly have a look at what comes in the box, and then we will do a camera build. So once you open it up, this is what you see in the box. You have a toolkit, all the sizes that you need to be able to adapt and mount your cage. And then this cage consists of 2 side ribs and the usual Tilta red touch. I love it. And then we have here, this is the top plate and this tripod plate. You can tell that it is very sturdy. It's fully metal, but you can the finish, you know, Tilta cages, the finish is so beautiful. It's very nice and sturdy, as you can see. And then we have the top plate. So the top plate consists of an inbuilt NATO rail. and obviously you've got the gaps on the top for vents, and then there are so many, a plethora of screw mounting holes on there that will enable you to adapt any sorts of bits onto your camera. And on the sides of them as well, there are screw holes, and in fact the same thing goes for the bottom plate as well. It's got screw holes right there on the sides of them, and at the bottom, if you see, there are so many screw holes there that will enable you to attach any sorts of travel plates on them as well. And then finally, this is the SSD drive holder for the side plates. I like it. It is a bit on the chunky side. However, it needs to be chunky to be able to take that size SSD. I just wish that Tilta would make something flatter without SSD holder with the same mounting holes on there, because it seems that it's going to be very, very versatile. You'll be able to mount a wireless transmitter on there and so on and so forth. So that's all you get in the box. Let's put this aside for now and let's get straight into the assembly, and then we'll take it on from there. So the first things first, I am going to put the base plate on. I believe this is the back. That's right. That's the front. The good thing is you can actually put it either way around because of the way the screws are designed on the Blackmagic Pyxis, and the tool to be able to put it all nicely together. Even the tool is so nicely designed. I mean, if you can see it, it's got a logo on there. It's complete full kit to make this kit actually easily assemble. So this is the base plate attached, and right there at the front it has screw holes as well for lens support if you have any. I'm not sure whether they are going to create their own adapting lens support. That would be great. Then obviously you can remove the adapter one. The next thing is the top plate. Put the top plate on, and that is the top plate on. It looks so good and so streamlined. If you look on the top, it's very nicely flushed. It doesn't stick out too much. It's not too high. It's just perfect. It looks so nice, and that's what you get with Tilta kit. So the next one is to put on the side plate, and that is the side ribs on. This is how it looks like. Very nice and streamlined. It actually reminds me of the Arri Alexa cage, where it has the side ribs. Very nice and streamlined, as you can see. And really and truly, this is ready to go. If you have a top handle, you slap it on and you're ready to go. You put your battery on there, boom, you're done. And it protects the camera, obviously from the bottom, from the top, and also from the side as well. You get NATO rails on the sides, on both sides. Also at the back here, you have a little indent here with a screw hole, which actually holds the battery adapter. But let's now put on my top handle. So this is, again, the original Blackmagic. That's a mini top handle, and put that on there. As you see, they have thought about all of these. So if you see on the top, it's got the screw holes for the exact same alignment screw holes for you to be able to mount any top handle. So obvious reasons, because it's got the NATO rail and I'm going to be mounting my monitor on there, I've shifted the handle slightly a little bit backwards, because obviously you can do that so that it leaves room here for me to attach anything else I need to attach. And this is literally it. That is it. Very nicely balanced. The next one, let's put on the side plate, the SSD side plate. Unfortunately, you can only put it one way because it has the lever right here for you to eject the SSD drive. So that's the only way you can put it on. That is that. That is the side plate on, as you can see. Very nice, neatly streamlined again, very neatly designed, and in fact it looks, the whole kit and the color and everything matches the camera itself, so it looks as if it's part of the camera, so it doesn't stick out too much. So that is the top handle, and what I would normally do is put my small HD in the 7 and lock it in place. And this actually reminds me of the red cameras, the V Raptor or even the older DSMC2 bodies with the monitor attached at the front of the handle. See, this is a lot more nice and compact than attaching the monitor to the top handle. In this case, this particular top handle cannot do so. So this enables me to do my tilt and flip. If I decide to take off the top handle, I will still have the focus ring handle on the side to be able to do so. And so the next thing is, let's take a look at what's in this box. Very simple, straightforward. So the design of this is the exact same thing as the adapter plate that was on the FX6. If you're familiar with that, you realize that is the exact same adapter plate. But this time around, it has contacts for BPU, because the FX6 one had a cable, a power cable that you attach to the camera. But this case, they've got the BPU built in, and this bit here on the top that enables you to attach to the back of the camera. This is very long. It sticks out way too long for my liking anyway. So before I can actually attach this, I forgot I need the top handle off first, which becomes again cumbersome once it's on, and you need to, for whatever reason, take it off. You need to take off the top handle first before you take this off. But my cage or my kit will consistently be in this format, and I'll be using the BPU batteries instead of the adapter. But for the sake of the video, let's take the top handle off and then let's adapt this V-mount plate. Slides on, boom, and then you fasten the screw at the back. And once you do that, this has no play whatsoever. It secures the battery from wiggling, because we know that these batteries, they don't fit firmly in there. They kind of have a little play, and to prevent that, Tilta built an attachment to the top plate so that it allows it to be firm and sturdy so that it doesn't wiggle. This is how it looks like. It's not bad in this condition, but let me put on a battery. So with a battery as small as this one here, FX Lion Nano 2, very small battery. This is a 98 watt hour battery, and it's actually one of the shortest and compact batteries that I own. If you put that on there, then this becomes so long. It's nice if it's stationed on a tripod, but handheld, I mean, this could serve for a third point of contact, but really and truly, it's too long. It's way too long. And I understand that they needed to make clearance for the SDI, but SDI usually just sticks out a little bit. So this could have gone in a whole lot more to make it look a lot more compact. And that's the reason why I feel that they just took the remaining parts of the FX6 and then built this out with it, because the FX6, the battery port is a lot deeper. And so this whole section here actually flushes nicely with the back. So unfortunate for me, this will not cut it. So I will have to return the V-mount adapter. This V-mount adapter is a good £127 just for the adapter. And it will not work for me. It is just won't work for me. So I'll stick with the BPU batteries. So let's quickly take that off. It's very simple to take off and put on, so easy as that, and then take it off. So this will go back to the reseller, and I'll be using this. A lot better, doesn't it? It's a lot better. You get a whole lot lighter as well. So this is my setup. Let's put this top handle back on. And that's it. I think one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about, and obviously if it's me operating it, it's fine, it's not a problem. The screen here is glass and this here is metal. So when you close it, you can kind of hit it. Just about, if you force it enough, it will touch that. And so I might have to move the top plate a little bit further back so that it has that little bit of wiggle room to avoid accidents. My go-to lenses are the CP3s, and let's put a lens on. And that is my build of the Tilta Pyxis cage. Very nice, very simple, very easy to set up, and very streamlined. It looks as if it's part of it. So all I need to do is just attach this base plate on there and it's ready to go on a Manfrotto tripod actually. So very, very simple. I have so much ports here to adapt anything I want to adapt. At the bottom here, the NATO rail, cold shoe mount, here, rosette mounts, specific proprietary Tilta rosette, NATO rail, again, lots of holes. On the SSD drive adapter, there are so many holes as well that I can adapt to it. And then finally on the top, as you see, there are so many holes on the top to build stuff on. But this is very, very nice. As you can see, the lens is a little bit on the heavy side, so it tilts a little bit off balance to the front, but it's not a big deal. That is my kit of the Tilta Pyxis cage. When I do put on DJI focus handle and the LiDAR kit, this is exactly how it's going to look like. Very, very nice, very streamlined. And so that's it for me. Hope this serves you well. I'll highly, 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 without any hesitation, recommend this cage for anyone who is looking for a cage for the Pyxis. Just the cage on its own is £107 and the adapter is £127, £24 there and about. But again, I will highly and highly and highly recommend this cage for anyone who's looking for one for their Pyxis. That's it for me. My name is Bruce Nyamke. I'm a cinematographer and a content creator. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned if you like these kind of content. And then if you are an old subscriber, make sure you hit the like button, share and comment below. Let me know if you are an owner of the Pyxis and the way you are actually rigging up your camera. Have you got a cage yet? Or if not, what is your preference in cage? The Conda Blue or the Tilta Pyxis cage? So far, those are the two main full cages that you can actually get your hands on. So that's it for me. Stay tuned for another video. Peace.